on third down.
No chance. Shit. Check nine.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. J.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Miller. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
What is that? 19. Put it on. Watch the pass. Try alert. Hey, 9
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1. 47. 19. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
From the gun, Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 24. Check 43. Check. 41.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down one score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
You're going to see me in your nightmares, son. You're going to see me in your nightmares.
Wide. Get wide. Watch twins. Watch twins.
On 4th down, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Watch safety. 31.
Safety's creeping.
At 55.
Watch out.
29.
Slam.
At 55. Time to go.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Check 99. Check 52.
Go ahead, baby. Go.
Shift. Watch the shift. Time to go.
On 2nd down, Johnson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Kill.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this one is right down the middle. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Going deep for Hopkins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's the tag. 19.
Check your hot read. Under 10. 10. He's checking.
Let him go.
On 1st down, Miller. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run it again with Miller. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Gary and Conley. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they work this out past the 25. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watson now to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson, eluding the pressure right.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.